Hola amigos, hola amigas, ¿cómo estás? Dorian here from Hooverlux. Assalamu alaikum, welcome to my channel. I just happened to touch some sealant. There we go. Nothing like unedited video, I can't be bothered to edit it. There we go. Sealer on. I touched the sealer edit. Anyway. Welcome. Today we have the Sentria 2 that is all brilliantly shiny and clean and tidy. I have a brand new tech drive here for it as well. That works very well. And I got all the parts here. I've put the sealant around there already a few moments ago, and what we're going to do is to put this all back together. So I've lubricated and stripped all the parts and cleaned everything, so it's all ready literally just to put back together. So first thing I'm going to do is to put the motor back in the housing. I'm just going to line it up, and that is perfect. Now this has 4 screws. There are 2 screws at the top on the inside. These screws have washers. I'm just going to do them up till they're secure. I'm not going to tighten them up yet. Okay, now flip it over, and I have 2 more screws for the underneath. Okay, now I'm going to tighten up the 2 screws down here. That is the body, the motor back in the body. Next I'm going to put the fan on. Now the fan consists of, just get them out, a little plastic washer. The grease seal, I didn't remove that. Little plastic washer, the fan. I'm going to drop in my 9mm spanner. Touch it again. Wiggle the fan on. There we go. And there's the metal washer. And the nose cap. Where did I just put that? I had it in my hand a moment ago. There she is. Reverse thread. There we go. Perfect. Now I'm going to put in my brand new tech drive. I'm going to, it came with a belt and screws, but I'm going to use the original belt and screws because there was nothing wrong with them. So put the tech drive into D and offer it up into the body. Whilst putting the belt on as well. Actually, I tell you what I should do then. Just put the belt around here first. And then put it in. try it this way. There we go. Three screws for the tech drive. This one's going to be my daily driver for downstairs. I've ordered a hard floor pad attachment for it, but I couldn't get one in the UK, so I've had to get it from the States, so I'm going to have to wait for that to arrive. Right. Perfect. That's looking good. Now next I'm going to put this front on. There's 3 screws for that. So if I turn this over, put the flat screw there. And the 2 other screws at the bottom. And I'm going to offer it up. Actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. If I use this to lift it up a bit, that's better. Just drop the screw, hello. And I'm going to offer the front up to it. Do these up tight. I'm just going to, you can't see there, I'm just going to tighten these screws up, these 3 screws at the front a little bit. There we go. Now I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to wipe the excess sealant from underneath. To put the front wheels on. So I have the spring that goes in. The mechanism, which I've slightly greased, just ever so slightly. Okay, I'm going to offer the wheels into position. Easier said than done. Come on. There we go. Whew. There's 2 screws with brackets on this. Okay, I'm just going to check that that works fine. Excellent. Right, I'm going to wipe off the rest of the sealant from around the vac. Seems to have gotten every bloody way. Okay. Excellent. Okay, just use a dry cloth just to wipe off the excess water from the wet wipes. Okay, got a little bit on my hands. Just got a little bit on the body, so I'm just going to wipe it off. There we go. Right. Okay, so next, just check it's all spinning fine. Yes. Is the handle housing. So I need to reconnect up the headlights. Oh, silly me. I know what I didn't do. I didn't feed it through here. Plug it back in. There we go. Just going to get a little tie for that, a little plastic tie. It's been extremely hot today. Now it's windy. Supposed to be storms coming over. Okay, so I use this little cable tie just to tie the cable on it so it doesn't touch the tech drive belt whilst it's moving. Just going to snip that off. There we go. So that's nice and secure. I'm just going to fit this into position, making sure that the spike is sticking through the tech drive. Excellent. Right, now I can screw the thing in. 4 screws for this, 2 short ones and 2 very, very long ones that go in the front. So I'm just going to line up the screws at the back. just going to get loosely attached, because it's advisable to do the ones at the front first. And then the ones at the back. Okay, so I have everything lined up. There we go, it's caught. Because this goes through the front plate, the body, and the handle mechanism. So it has to connect up the three things, which is why it's the longest screws. Okay, that's the front nice and tight, so now you can go ahead. Ooh, I got a bit of sealant. So now I can go ahead and tighten up these back ones. Excellent. Just going to spray a bit of that on my tape knife. Right, okay. Looking good, looking good. Let's get this light mechanism all sorted. So what I'm going to do is gingerly place the lights into position. There we go. Here I have a light mechanism. Cover for it. These are all the bits and screws for it. Because I can't pick these out. Right, okay, I've got all my screws and washers and bits, so I'm going to make sure that the washers sit there so I don't forget. Now I have to make sure that this is on the right way. Pop this on. Excellent. Pop the plate on, which holds the light fixture in. Three screws that hold the little metal plate in. there's 2 screws that hold the housing in together. Make sure it's in place. Actually, let me lift you up because you can't see what I'm doing. Excellent, that's all in position. And then there's the 2 screws with the washers that go in the top. There we go, that's the headlight housing completed. Next, I'll put the switch on. Works fine. That's all in place, nothing's touching. Excellent. Okay, now I'm going to put the main body on. Okay, this has 2 screws at the front and 2 screws at the back. The ones on the front are flathead. Start to put the back ones in first. I don't know why, this is just the easiest way. I find it difficult if I put the front ones in first, so put the back ones in first, then the 2 front ones. Once you've offered in the front ones, tighten up the back ones. And then tighten up the front ones. Okay, there we go. Oh God, you know what I didn't do? I didn't put this in. Oh, what an idiot. Okay, take these out again. That's the exhaust vent for the motor. You can tell I'm a novice. Amateur. Okay, let's try that again, shall we? Let's snapping the exhaust vent for the motor. Right, try again. Right, there we go. And now I can pop this on. Excellent. Now I've ordered a proper cable for it. So I'm just going to pop these in for now, temporarily, until the cable comes. The cable hasn't arrived yet. So I'm just going to leave these screws in the side. I'm just going to grab the cable. I'm going to pop the cable in on the side. I've got the cover. There we go. And the screw. Excellent, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to pop on the front, which has all been polished. And release the belt. Pop on the handle, which again has all been polished. Pop on the bag. The empto, I'm going to carry on calling it empto. I'm going to feed the cable through the handle. I'm just going to grab a cloth to wipe all my manky fingerprints all over it after my polishing. Okay, let's switch it on. Hope it doesn't blow up. This was in a terrible state, as in manky, and the tech drive wasn't working right on it. So let's give it a go. Perfect. Sounds really good. So that is all now put together. I think we shall give it a little test. Okay, I've popped down some sawdust. Let's give this little girl a test. So, let's see what she's like. So I have to admit that this Sentria 2 with the design of the bag is my favourite out of all of them. I really, really do like this. Now, I don't know if you noticed, I don't know why. But the centre headlight doesn't work. I don't know what happened to it. I was extremely gentle to it, but it's still not working, the middle one. Which just goes to show how delicate they actually are, because I took it out, it hasn't been touched, I hadn't cleaned it, I hadn't done anything to it. Just popped it up, popped it back in, I checked all the wires and everything, and it's all fine, it's just gone. So I will source a replacement headlight for it, for the 3 lights to be working. But I'm really pleased with this. It definitely works a lot better than when I first had it. It looks a lot better than when I first had it. And yeah, I'm really, really impressed with it. So thank you very much for watching my reassembly of the Sentria 2. Just to let you know, on the side, it was made in, there we go. There we go. Don't know if you can see. It was made in factory number 8 in May 2014. So this is 3 years old exactly. So I'm very impressed with this. The next one up from this, which is the Avalier, which is basically this with a different handle. The rest of it's pretty much the same in a different design bag. Different coloured body parts, but pretty much the same. So yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I look forward to the next one, which will be on that. Thank you.